Y'all, I'm back with another quick little video. Very quick. So my question is, where's the lies though? Did Mase lie? Where are the lies that Mase said? So, of course, if ever y'all don't know, I will tell y'all. I'm sorry, y'all, handmaid's tale. I'm trying to catch up on the handmaid's tale, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, where's the lies? So, okay, if y'all don't know, during Grammy, whatever, the Grammy weekend before the Grammys, for Clive Davis' pre-Grammy party, they was honoring Diddy, for I guess all his work in music, this, that, and the third. It was kind of like a mini, like, Bad Boys tour again, because everybody came up, like Mase came up, Kim came up, everybody and their mama came up, he got an award, and there was a part of his speech with him talking about, the fact that the Grammys has never respected hip hop, and how black excellence this and ownership this, and everybody went all up for that. So I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen him say the speech, I mean, it's some shit that Puff has always been on for some time now, which is black excellence and ownership and all that, and that's wonderful and that's great, but it just always confused me, like, not just with him, but in general, like the protests of the Grammys, but then like still participating in anything that has to do with it. Even for my girl, and y'all know I love Beyonce down, but I just find it funny that you're trying to protest, but y'all say that y'all don't really, need the Grammys, but then y'all continuously like show up for all of the events, and then y'all submit y'all work, and then when y'all don't win, y'all be all upset. But then again, and mind you, the point that I'm making right now is a point that's been made 1,010 times. But then you guys don't come to the shit that count. You don't come to the NAACP awards. Well, they did last year. You don't come to the BET awards. You don't come to the Soul Train Awards. And like I said, the point that I'm making right now is a point that's been made 1,010 times, which is that as black people, we put way too much stock into what the hell these white people have to say. Like, when it comes to us, I understand like the prestigiousness, I guess, the prestige of the damn Grammys and stuff, but in our reality, we all know that it's bullshit. So why do we care? Like, okay, I can understand that in certain spaces, we should, still try our best to try to make it as equal as possible and stuff like that. But again, like everybody else keeps saying, I think that we should just do our own shit. Why don't we? Okay, everybody always wants to laugh about the BET Awards and stuff like that, but how about these celebrities and Diddy and all of y'all and stuff like that? Why don't y'all help with these type of things? Diddy, you have Revolt, right? So there's no reason why you don't have your own award show now on Revolt. And you can make that. Okay, like I said, let's say nobody wants to deal with the BT Awards, and let's just say all hope is given up on trying to make that something that's prestigious. Then Diddy, do your own awards. You have Revolt TV, make the Revolt Awards, and make that something prestigious. Have actual black people and executives and musicians on there making decisions. How about that? I'm starting to be more into the mentality of like us just doing our own thing, because I just don't. It's annoying to be trying to beg for a seat at a table that people don't fucking want you to be at. It's just very annoying. But yeah, so sorry. So that was that one point. But Mase pretty much came out yesterday and did a whole soliloquy about, how pretty much Puff's speech was full of shit because he doesn't treat his own artists right, and how he, after everything he did, like, he only got like 20K, which Mase, after everything that Mase only got 20,000. That is mind blowing. Like, mind blowing. Do you remember how big Mase was? And for him to only get 20K for all his stuff, that's insane. But this is the thing. I always said, I knew from a very young age that if I ever wanted to get involved in the music industry, I would never sign to Bad Boy. Anybody and everybody knows that people who signed to Bad Boy was never a good thing as far as business wise. Yes, you would probably pop in this, that, and the third, but you wouldn't get your money. It happened to everybody. Everybody had a problem with Puff at one point in time because of his business acumen and because of how shady he was behind the dealings with people's money and stuff like that. The Locks, fucking Kim, everybody for real. Like, I don't really know how a lot of these other people are living and stuff like that, but I know for a fact that they probably did not get what they were supposed to get at all. Everybody knows that Bad Boy is not a good label to be on at all. That's why French is the only one that's on it right now. Because even when you had Danity Kane, and you just completely threw that away because you just didn't want to deal with their attitudes. You had Day 26, and you just completely threw that away. It's just like, not trying to take nothing away from what Diddy has done, but I do agree with Mase when he says that you didn't even treat your artist the right way. Now, that was a long time ago, and maybe his stance on stuff has been a little bit different. And what I would have to say to Mase is, Mase said, oh, well, the only reason I come is because then people say, well, what's going on with Mase? Well, you putting it out there. So my thing is, if you really still feel some type of way, because I watched the Bad Boys documentary like a few weeks ago, actually, not that long ago, maybe like a few weeks or maybe a month ago. I watched it, and a lot of them had to talk and get certain things squared out. So my thing is, Mase, when you seen Diddy and he asked you, he said, like, I want you to explain to me pretty much what issues do you have with me and stuff. And May said out of his mouth, I don't have any issues with you. I've never had any problems with you. Why you ain't just be real right then and there and say what it is that you have to say? That's my only problem with Mase. But outside of that, everything else that he said was correct. Diddy did not treat the artist when he had them the correct way. But again, that was like 20 years ago. And you know, we're all not gonna be the same people. Hell, Jay-Z ain't the same man he was 20 years ago. Like, for instance, I think that one of the most trash things ever that Jay-Z did, business-wise, is not try to give Dame Dash any parts of his masters for Reasonable Doubt. That's completely trash to me because they did that album together. That was Jay's first album, and they did that shit together. They worked it together. It wasn't just a Jay thing by himself. Dame put into that just as much as Jay did, and for Jay to not cut him nothing of that at all, that is trash, ladies and gentlemen. But at the end of the day, you got to make sure that your business is on point. But it's like Jay-Z and Diddy, like, oh my gosh, it's like, y'all preach this independence and this black excellence and stuff, but it's just like, okay, I'm trying to give them their 10s because, again, this is a lot of stuff they did was in the past. But even this morning, I woke up to the article from the New York Times or whatever, and I read through it, and it was about Jay-Z and Rock Nation and them getting with everybody. Getting with the NFL and stuff, and the backlash on that. And Jay-Z in the article pretty much said, like, well, look, at the end of the day, if people gotta not like me, but I'm still able to help people and this, that, and the third with prison reform and all these other people, then that's fine. Okay, but my thing is, okay, one of the things he had his hand over was the Super Bowl. So I'm not saying that every person that Jay-Z had to pick was a black person, but we're in Miami. I guess that makes sense for like somebody like a Shakira or something, but for J-Lo to be your first pick, it's just confusing. And then a lot of the organizations that's connected to the nonprofit, to the whatever situation, the Inspire y'all doing, a lot of them is shady. It's just like, at the end of the day, somebody could always pick holes on what y'all do, but I just feel like y'all gotta be careful. Like, people like Diddy and Jay-Z, y'all have to be careful with what y'all say because y'all do a lot of hypocritical ass things. And so again, my question was, where did Mase lie? I didn't hear one lie at all. There's a reason why the Bad Boys tour was such a big thing, because nobody fucked with Diddy. I don't know, y'all. That's all I thought. I'm out. Bye.